Good evening, I'm Kathy Novak. The top stories: crisis in Venezuela. The president moves to foil what he calls a U.S.-backed fascist coup. A win for farmers and consumers. Australia and South Korea's new trade deal. And we update community reaction on plans to dump spoil near the Great Barrier Reef. Also coming up later in the bulletin, top gongs for two Australians at the British Film Awards. We begin tonight in Venezuela, where there is growing political tension. President Nicolás Maduro has expelled 3 American diplomats, accusing them of meeting with protesters seeking to topple his government. The president has denounced his opponents, calling them fascists who are threatening Venezuela.
Venezuela has seen growing political unrest for more than a week now. Sam Eichen, SBS World News.
In breaking news this hour, the mayor of Florence, Matteo Renzi, has formally been asked to form Italy's next government. It follows the resignation of Enrico Letta on Friday after he was ousted in a vote called by Mr. Renzi. The 39-year-old, who has never been elected an MP, will now have to reach a deal with Mr. Letta's former coalition partners. He could be sworn in as early as Thursday, becoming Italy's youngest prime minister. Coming up after the break, why access to fresh food is a problem in a state usually prized for its culinary delights. Federal cabinet has met to discuss an assistance package for drought-affected farmers. The Prime Minister concluded his 2-day trip to outback Queensland and New South Wales, promising to unveil a fair but responsible package of measures next week. At its heart will be the redefinition of drought as a natural disaster.
Unlike yesterday, the sun was shining for the Prime Minister as he continued his fact-finding tour of drought-affected farms. His words, music to the farmers' ears.
The Prime Minister is refusing to comment on claims that a payout of almost $900 million to Rupert Murdoch's News Corporation was the single largest factor in the budget blowout. Treasurer Joe Hockey revealed in December that there had been a deterioration in the budget, but he blamed it largely on the previous government. The rebate, one of the largest cash payments ever made by the tax office, followed a restructure of the company in which no money changed hands. Let's check the finance figures, and the Australian share market closed higher today, buoyed by local earnings results and offshore gains. The big 4 banks, well, they were mixed, with the Commonwealth Bank trading ex-dividend today and closing more than 2% lower. The retail sector was also mixed. The Chinese credit growth caused the local mining giants to trade broadly stronger, and official data showed that new car sales retreated by 3.5% in January. Tokyo's Nikkei rose after gains on Wall Street and as investors digested weaker than expected Japanese growth data. Markets in Europe, they steadied at the start of trading. The Australian dollar is holding above 90 US cents as improved confidence in the US economy boosts riskier assets, and it's mixed against the other major currencies. And on the commodity markets, both gold and oil are higher. A few weeks ago, the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority gave the green light for 3 million cubic meters of dredge spoil to be dumped within the World Heritage listed site. It's a controversial call, but what does it really mean to the people who live there? Jeanette Francis from The Feed spoke to those in favour and those against.
Regardless of who you are or where you come from, few people can dispute the beauty of the North Queensland coast.
Coming up, the weather and Back to the Future, the Socceroos Retro World Cup kit unveiled. Cate Blanchett's momentum continues to build on the road to the Oscars. Her role in Blue Jasmine has now earned her the Best Actress award at the BAFTAs. Australian designer Catherine Martin has also been recognised for The Great Gatsby. To the weather now. A severe snowstorm sweeping across Japan has killed up to a dozen people and left more than 1,600 injured. The extreme weather sparked widespread transport chaos. About 27 centimeters of snow paralyzed Tokyo, which usually only has a few light dustings each winter. And authorities in northern China have issued another haze alert for the third straight day. Visibility was less than 500 meters in some cities. Despite the poor visibility, highways have not been affected and traffic seems to be flowing as normal. Checking the forecast now in the major centres, scattered cloud across Hobart, Melbourne and Canberra. Some showers in Sydney, Adelaide and Brisbane. Looking further afield, drizzle for Auckland, thunder in Nadi and showers for Tahiti. In Southeast Asia, fine over Phnom Penh, rain for Port Moresby, Jakarta and Denpasar, storms in Singapore and cloudy over Bangkok. Further north, scattered cloud for Hong Kong, Tokyo and Manila, rain in Hanoi and Shanghai, drizzle over Taipei and cloudy for Beijing. Heading west, fog for Delhi, fine in Mumbai and Baghdad, a few showers over Beirut, cloudy for Tehran and Jerusalem. To Europe, fine in Belgrade, Warsaw and Athens. A few showers for Stockholm, London and Paris. Drizzle in Madrid and snow for Moscow. In Africa, thunder in Lagos and Johannesburg. Rain for Casablanca and Addis Ababa. A few showers over Nairobi, Cairo and Algiers. In South America, scattered cloud for Lima, Bogota and Buenos Aires. Fine in Panama City, Santiago and Asuncion. Rain in Rio and La Paz. And for North America, fine for Mexico City, Havana, LA and Miami. Cloudy over Vancouver and Toronto and snow for Chicago. That is the world this Monday. Tune in to our next World News Bulletin on SBS Radio. That's tomorrow at 6 a.m. Good night.